I think I'm going to need a basket for this. Let me just grab that quick. It's right over here. It's a little bit better. Okay guys, so now that I'm done with this mustard green harvest, as you can see, I have taken them back quite a bit. But the reason I've done that is just so that it creates more space for the sun to hit the beetroot on the other side. Let me show you why. Okay, so here you can see that I've taken these mustard greens back pretty far. But what I've done that for is so that it could open up the space here down the center, because we do actually have some beetroot growing here, and I'm just worried that they're not getting enough sunlight and they're going to wither. Here's another one over here. And the big leaves from the mustard greens were casting a reflection. So now that the leaves are gone, these two beetroots, this one here and that one over there, will have more sun exposure and hopefully get a little bit bigger. And since we are going to be rotationally harvesting through these, it shouldn't be a problem until they get a little bit more established, and then we won't have to worry at all. So I finished up the second row as well, and this is what we've ended up with. Honestly, I'm pretty impressed with how many mustard greens these are and the size of some of them. So I'm just going to take this basket now of greens and we're going to put them in some cold water and we're just going to let them stay here and hopefully freshen. What I'm doing now is I am going to let these leaves lie in some cool water so they don't wilt any further. And then I am going to give them a good clean before I pack them into the fridge. Right, so my next task is probably going to be this vine, and we're taking it down today. When I get to this very edge here, I'm going to clean up everything over the top of this vine hanging down, or across here at least, so that they're no longer attached to the structure. But I'm going to, for the most part, leave this intact as much as possible because of the praying mantis egg sac. I don't really want it to die. It would be good for the garden. So I don't really know what to do here. Part of me wants to save it because why let something die? But part of me is like, it's going to get colder. And it's just going to be hit another time. I think I'm just going to dig it out, unfortunately. And that'll just have to be it, I guess. Could this plant bounce back? Probably, yes. Do we need it to necessarily? No, it's not a big deal. I think I'm just going to remove the whole thing. It makes my heart a little bit sad, but it'd make my garden look a bit better. And I'm not emotionally attached to it. It's just I don't really like pulling out plants. But I do like planting in plants, so maybe that'll be the bonus. I get to plant more stuff in here. I am going to try, however, to keep this portion of the arch as is, as much intact as possible because of this praying mantis egg sac. I do still want to give it a chance. Its mom put it here for a reason. It obviously gets enough sunlight. It's sheltered enough. If I have just an ugly patch for the greater good of the mantises, let's do it. I don't even know why I'm letting them hatch, to be perfectly honest. I know how beneficial they are to the garden, but they freak me out. I've never been a fan of a praying mantis. I don't know that I ever will. I know my garden, however, feels differently. So let's get to cutting this down. Okay. Let's go. Oh, it's done now. Sorry, and thank you for your service. All right, so this is what we ended up. It's crazy the amount of vine there was, and now there's nothing on the top, nothing growing into the trees. So I think now we're just going to take this, maybe put it in the chicken run, let them scratch through it as they please, and break down these leaves for us. Oh, I know I'm making this way harder than what it needs to be. I'm just gonna pick up some of these leaves, not everything. It doesn't have to be perfect just yet. I'm gonna come around and make a bit more mess because I do intend on doing more planting in this garden bed. Okay, that will do for now. Okay.